What's happening, people? Welcome back to the See You Next Tuesday podcast with me, the Quiz King Dan, joined by the not so Quiz King, Damo.
Really?
Damo is there, and of course Jase. Damo, I tell you what, Damo, right, was getting a bit popular. People are loving that. Damo.
Hey, look, he got us 5 new viewers. He did.
That's awfully awkward.
Yeah, innit? People have been all over the Damo.
Yeah, he's got 5. We've got 5 new viewers thanks to him.
5 new viewers.
5 new viewers. Well, I like to think of more people, but I mean the subscribers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, no, but yeah. So a lot of people have been loving the name Damo.
No,
I think we've started something.
No, I think people love me. Let's discuss the name first.
Yeah.
I mean, we look. First of all, we need to discuss the podcast name. Then we need to discuss my name and that type of stuff.
Oh, you've got a lot of names to discuss. Yeah, no. See you next Tuesday. We've got that.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
But I'm saying, like, we talked about Damo at the start, and that was quite popular. A lot of people, a lot of comments were liking it.
All right.
So that might have to be a thing. what would you? Because someone pointed out actually on Twitter and said it should be pronounced Damo.
Damo. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
What would you prefer, Damo or Damo?
Damo for
Yeah,
me.
but Damo would be spelled D-A-M-M-O, wouldn't it?
Nah.
Huh?
Damo.
Well, what do you
Damo.
think of Damo? But it's Damo. Just want to know your opinion.
I don't
It
know.
just- Sorry, go on.
All right, Damo.
I just don't want it.
Listen, right. So yeah, we obviously this channel's called Dam and Jase, but now Damo's on board. Right.
It's called Dam and Jase.
Oh, yeah, I thought
No.
you have to pick up on that.
No,
I thought no one would notice.
No, would he pick up, Jason, would he pick up on us if it was us that said Dam and Jace?
Damo
If we
Jase,
make-
yeah.
If we make such an
it'd
error?
be-
Maybe we should call it Dam and Jase because it's like an
No.
amalgamation of our names and Jase. But well, it's not fair. He gets his own full name. But
Yeah. Well, let us know, guys. Give us a name for our new channel. Let us know. What
no,
do you
it's
want?
not a new channel, is it?
Oh, whatever.
Give us a new name for our existing.
New name.
We need a
for
name.
existing-
We need a name. We can't call it fucking like Dan Damo J. It's got to be bang. Because what this channel is all about, it's meeting up with your mates, having a laugh with your mates, and it's about mates. It's about brotherhood, having a laugh, or sisterhood. If you're women watching this, we're all inclusive.
Oh, don't assume genders and all
Don't
that.
assume genders.
Oh, we
Or
could call
trans
ourselves the
would.
non-binary brothers. I mean, that's wrong,
We're
actually.
Yeah, let's call it non-binary brothers.
Oh, we could not.
The non-binary brothers. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. You know what, right? We talked about last week. I talked about obviously splitting the bills, right? There was something else in that category.
All right, go on.
I want to talk about actually that really winds me up.
Mm.
Tipping, right?
Oh my God! I'm so glad you brought this up, right?
I'm glad you're glad.
Are you?
You know why, right? Because when you go restaurants sometimes now, they put on the receipt how much you should tip as well. Now, have you seen that?
Cheeky bastards! I ain't seen.
And it's like £3-4. They
No, I
say
think
like
what
you've
I've
got
seen
to put.
is they say a discretionary thing has been added to your bill.
Exactly.
12.5% or something.
What you
like
mean?
that.
They're just already adding it to your bill.
Disgraceful. That is
No, it's not.
disgraceful.
You've just given our staff a raise. Like, it's, you know, but it's anything. Like, I get, you know, I suppose I get more home deliveries than I get, you know, restaurants or whatever.
Do you know who
I can
else
tell.
has loads of home deliveries?
Okay.
Jason. You said he gets loads of kebabs.
No, he goes there and gets them.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Sorry.
Yeah, I walk to them.
He
Get me
walks
steps up. Get
burning
me steps up.
calories.
You got to burn.
I've got to burn those
Right.
calories.
What I'm saying is, so right, I always get this awkward scenario, right, when the takeaway man comes, knocks on the door, and I'm there. Me personally, because I find tipping awkward. I count the exact right change out, and I give him the right change. Don't you? Because it's just what's awkward. It's not like I'm against every now and then saying it's a bit of extra money, but it's the amount. Because if you
No.
tip too little, you feel like they're like, oh, that's shit. But then you don't. Why
Yeah.
should I have to pay extra than the advertised price? Why have I got to do maths in my head to figure out? It's 20 quid for a pizza plus fucking 10 times 20% minus 2. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to pay. Just tell me a price and I'll pay the. Just let me advertise. Advertise the price. Right? What if you've got a £20 note
Right.
and it comes to 1950? Do you say keep the change?
No, the thing is, right, I just,
90s.
like Damien said, it's all online now, so it's a lot easier now. You just order
But
it, pay for it.
I'm saying if it's not, I'm giving a hypothetical scenario. Some places don't do that.
I would actually probably give the 50p.
Yeah,
but-
I'll just keep the change. I just gotta keep the
it's
change.
if it's 50p, then I'll go.
No, but
no,
this
like-
is-
Yeah, I go keep the change.
Here's the
I
problem,
don't do that awkwardness of waiting for that 50p to be given to me. And then he
No,
does.
but-
I've noticed
He's
delivery
gonna
drivers
give you
do this
5p
sometimes.
as well.
It happened to me once, right?
What?
I needed the change, and he'd
Yeah.
done the thing like when he pretended he had all like lot of loose change. It was about £3 change. I
And
was
they
supposed
take
to get.
really long. don't
And they take
Like,
really
oh,
long, and they pretend like they don't have the change in proper list. But they went,
I
no,
know
I'll
that.
get you the change. And I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for my change, please.
Yeah, but then I mean, look, if it's over a certain value, if it's over a certain amount, then I mean, that's real money.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, whereas
Money
50
that-
pence is a drop in the
Money
ocean.
that you notice. But what I'm saying is, right, I've been in a situation, right, where I've ordered food, right, and it's been like, it's come to like £19.80, right? This happened. So I had 20 pence change, right? And it was like, oh, what do I do? So I went, keep the change. And he just looked at me like with disgust, like 20p. You bastard. Because it's like,
I wouldn't. You know what? In that situation, I wouldn't even say anything. I'll just give him like the 20 quid and just like so thank you, and then shut
yeah,
the
but then
door,
he's
maybe.
like, but I'll be counting
That'd
it
be
out. And
probably
you're
be
just,
a lot better.
you're just shutting the door
Yeah,
on
but-
him while
yeah,
he's going.
Yeah, but you.
No, but you just saying thank you,
Yeah,
and
but,
he won't.
yeah, but you're making a situation of it. You're
Yeah.
like, it's 20p. You're like, keep the change.
Oh,
Tell
yeah,
your
keep
kids,
the
thank
change.
me. Okay, I'll put your kids through college.
keep the change.
If you made a big deal of it,
Yeah.
Whereas Jason just like just close the door.
Yeah, but that's rude. That's rude. I'm just
No,
saying
but you
be
say
fair.
thank you, and then you shut the door, and then he realizes, oh, you don't want your change. All right, then I'll just keep it.
I said, no, I don't. I
You,
don't think I said
you
keep
don't.
the change.
You say keep the change, so you make
No,
yourself.
no,
awkward.
I think the guy just keeping the change is a different dynamic as opposed to keep the change. You've done a good job.
Keep change.
Your-
I'm saving
your
you a
work-
job there.
Your work is worth
I
20
Keep
pence.
the change, kid.
Here's a
But it
tip.
was awkward
Keep
because he
the
looked
change.
at me like 20p. Oh,
You bastard. Yeah, because you made yourself awkward by saying it, that's why.
It's just awkward. It's not like, every now and then, I've been in situations where I've been, oh yeah, but I just don't like the how much do you tip. I don't like the idea. It's just awkward. Just take it out of the equation. Just take it out of the equation. Whatever you have to do, pay people more money. Don't put the burden onto the customer. We shouldn't have to be fucking adding things up and haggling, negotiating with ourselves how much we should give.
But I was in a restaurant. How long ago was this? Probably about 4 months ago. I was in a restaurant, and I built up quite a bill, and it was beyond closing time. So they shut the doors. They started to clean up and that type of stuff. And if I wanted to tip the recommended amount, it would have come to approximately 20 something pounds. I run up quite a bill. So seeing as all the doors were closed, I thought, and this was bad of me. It's the Jew in me. I
He
thought.
can say it. He's a
I
lad.
thought no. I could.
Show him the thing. Show him the thing. Quick, quick. Quick before we get in trouble. Hey, look. It's all right.
Yeah, he's alright.
Right, so the Jew in me said, tell them take the gratuity off and buy them both a drink.
So what?
that's what I know.
Instead of
Right,
tipping,
you spent more money.
no. Instead of tipping him, he just bought him a drink.
So
They wanted cash.
I took the gratuity off, and I bought them like both a Baileys or something
Right,
that came to like £8. So I saved a few quid
yeah. So
on the tip.
not only have they not taken cold
There's a
hard,
tip for you guys.
not only did they not take the cold hard cash home, they didn't even get the value of the cash in drink.
No,
They
exactly.
didn't even get £20 worth of drink.
No.
So you could have just.
£8.
I'd rather £8. Give me the £8.
Yeah, give
than
me 8 quid.
Baileys.
I don't fucking Baileys. I don't even
Oh.
drink Baileys, you bastard.
Well, apparently,
Yeah.
apparently you only drink water.
Hey.
Really?
Right. Let's Look at him there. I tell you, we were just saying on you guys can't. It's looking all crisp on here, but when we're looking at it on the webcams with communicating, it looks like a really shit version of Babe Station, like a really creepy version.
Creepy Babe Station.
If you fucking flicked over on your Sky channel and you saw this, what would you do? They're always on a phone, aren't they, at the back of the line?
I don't know. How often do you watch this channel?
Hey, what's going on, eh?
I don't watch it. It's just everyone knows it, don't they? Everyone knows it. He was getting his nipples out a minute ago.
Yeah, but I don't think they go.
Oh, have you? Oh, you don't think so? You know.
I'm sorry. I don't think a Babe Station. That's very sex. That's not very sexy, is it?
I'd want a refund if someone was trying to tease me with that.
But anyone watching this, like, would you, if we was to do it, would you do it? Would you pay?
That's not a real question, guys. That's not a real question. You ain't got to answer that question.
If this channel don't work out, we might, bloke station.
Oh, what? We go to the Babe Station, are we?
Bloke Station.
Bloke Station.
Bloke Station. Hello there. My name's Jim.
What was that voice? Why was that?
I don't know. I assumed a Bloke Station would be like that.
Hello there, my name is... So you didn't know what you wanted to do. If you want to be a wino or a posh or what?
Hello there. Hello.
Like, one of them posh winos, isn't it? Posh tramp. He used to be middle class and now he's all out.
What's wino? What does wino mean?
Wino? You tell him what a wino.
Wino is a drunkard.
Yeah,
Is a what?
Drunk. You see him with the brown paper bag jobbies, didn't you?
Is that what they called winos?
You never heard the term wino?
No, I never heard of it.
Now you know. Right, I put Twitter. What I wanted to talk about as well, right, is the most cringe-worthy memories. Memories you look back on and you go, oh, it just hurts you to remember it. You know the ones, awkward moments, awkward memories. Now, should I go? Is
that the type of ones when you're in bed or something one day and you just think about it, you're like, oh,
it just pops into your head and you're like, oh.
It's like, do you know during the game of poker people say you have a tell. You'll have a twitch in your eye, or you'll wince or something like that. It's I think it's those type of memories that when you actually remember them, you have a tell that you just go.
You can't physically.
You can't stop yourself from just I don't know, reacting to this.
I know, you do it all the time, face. So before I get to ours, should I read the viewers' ones out?
Wait, did people were people okay with you exposing them like this for their cringe?
They submitted it.
All right.
Right.
It's his fault, guys.
So I'm gonna go with the first one. This one's a long one. It's a long story. You've got to try and follow it. Right. I don't know if he sent it to me privately, so I don't know if he wanted me to actually mention his name because he didn't put it on Twitter. I
think you should just keep names out of it then, maybe.
No, I think you should. I think you should say their names.
On Jason's head, be it.
Right. Well, this one, right, because the other ones were on public. Okay. So during France 1998, me and a few mates went to this pub near our old school to watch midday games. We were 17 at the time and thought it would be cool to skip A-level classes. Kids, if you're watching, it's never cool to skip A-level classes.
We don't endorse that type of behaviour.
Stay in school. Anyway.
Don't be a fool. Stay in school.
Mr. T.
Wrap your tool.
Wrap it before you tap it. Are we going to tell that story? We've got so many stories to tell, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Anyway, on the night of the England-Colombia game, me and a mate, let's call him Adam, but his name's not Adam probably, went to that pub to watch it. England won 2-0 and we ended up pulling two mates who claimed to be 23. Result, so I think two mates, they were mates of each other, not their mates. A few nights later, I've gone back to the pub with another mate, let's call him Harry, H for short, and bumped into the bird I pulled, who was sat with 8 of her mates. While I'm chatting to her about that night, out of the corner of my eye, I see my mate go into each one of her mates, attempting to shake their hands, saying, hi, I'm H. So Harry's gone to the bird. I was absolutely mortified because I and the girls knew he was hitting on each and every one of them. Normally, I'd think he was just being friendly, but you could sense the thirst.
So what's the cringe? What's the cringe bit?
It's because it's cringe. It's not. It's cringy for H, and
Right.
for Harry.
Yeah, but it's not
I
cringy
mean-
for him though. That's the bloody thing. That's nothing to cringe
I mean,
about.
for me, I got to look. That was a bit anticlimactic. I was,
Yeah,
I
that was really.
expecting-
I'm sorry.
I was
Whoever you
expecting-
are, that was crap.
No. Listen. It's totally. It's relative. Like to him, he may be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ," but
Nah.
It depends
to
on
me,
the level of
I
embarrassment.
tell you what. Look, because everyone loves a bit of drama. I was expecting the bird he.
I was like,
got off
ooh,
with
this is
to
gonna
be
get good.
his friend's girlfriend or something, and then everyone's like, "Oh, drama."
Right.
I was expecting something.
That was
like
terrible.
No, but listen.
Well, go on, explain it to me more. Maybe I'll get it again. Maybe
Right.
Go on.
So he was getting on these two mates, right?
So he got with one of them before
He got
last
with
week.
one of the mates,
Last week.
right? And him and his other mate got with some mates, right? Then
Got-
him and another mate went up to these mates and ate with their other mates and said...
What is it? Mates? What? Mates? Birds? What's going on? What's?
But imagine, he's walking up going, "Hi, I'm Harry. Please get off with me."
I mean,
No,
that's awkward. That's awkward for.
that's just
for-
awkward, though, isn't it?
I mean,
It's not cringeworthy, is it?
But it is, though, it is. If you're like that thirsty and you're going up to people and you're like shaking girls' hands,
Well, I mean,
let me pick up your coat.
Well, I mean, there's shaking hands, and then like he could have whipped it out, and he could have been like, shake beer.
Way!
Now that's cringeworthy. Like I'm down the pub with my mates, and sitting around a group of people, and he pulls his cock out, and he's like, shake it, shake it now.
Here's what he should
I
have
think
done.
you should call the police, David, if that.
yeah. There's cringeworthy and there's just straight up illegal.
Yeah. What's the next one? Sorry, whoever that guy was, I wasn't cringy. I disagree. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's a good
No,
opener.
I mean, look, as I said, it's relative. Like maybe this guy was like, oh Jesus Christ, he's doing it again. H is doing it again.
But we probably, if you watch this, I'll put an S.
What? Oh.
Then comment and explain it to these guys so they understand. Right, I'm going on Twitter now. I'm at the Lawless, at Dan and Jase, which we're going to change it to whatever the hell we call this channel, Bloke Station.
I like
Okay.
PlayStation.
Right, I've got one. I've got another one here.
Right, go on.
I'm sure I had two. I'm sure I had another two. All right, well let me do this one. This one's a good one. The other one was good as well. These guys are just being bastards. Right, okay.
I enjoyed the last one.
I enjoyed
Probably-
the last one, but it
I was
just wasn't
expecting a
cringy.
different ending, is what I was saying.
Are you
Yeah.
ready for this one? Okay, so this is from Ginger John. I make Ginger John on Twitter, Jay.
Up, Ginger John.
Ginger John. He makes the funny gifs of Jase. You know with him like.
Hey, Damo, he's got to induct you soon. He's got to make a funny
he's
gift
gotta
to
do
you.
some funny gifts.
Shout
of
out to
Damo.
Ginger John. Have a
Ginger
drink
John,
on
please
me.
be kind. Be
Have a
kind.
drink on me, Ginger John.
Destroy him, Ginger John.
Be kind.
Right.
Be kind.
Ginger John. So, probably first time I met me ex's folks. They have a bungalow and toilet opens right into the living room.
Wow.
Worst toilet you can have. You know where this is going.
Oh,
Toilet.
God.
No, I'm building myself.
I want to talk about something after this.
Alright.
I want to talk about something after
You better
this.
make a note of it. I know you.
Make a note of it.
Yeah.
Right, toilet opens right into the living room. Long story short, I blocked the toilet, text my bird asking her to help. So imagine, he's blocked the toilet. Imagine you're meeting them for the first time, you're like, oh my god, I've taken a big shit in there, I've blocked the toilet. You're in there, like, and then so he texts his bird, like, help, right? And then, so she passed me a cane through the window.
What?
Now a cane is like
A walking aid.
Yeah,
What,
like
a cane.
yeah.
All right.
A cane.
Wow. Okay.
Through
I think
the
they should be
toilet-
called walking aids. I love that
The
name.
walking
Walking
aid.
aid.
It aids walking. Doesn't it?
Hearing aid, and you've got walking aid.
I would like a walking aid, please.
Right, you're breaking up the story here.
Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
go
So
on.
go on. Bungalow. Toilet.
Bungalow,
leads onto the
big
front
shit
room,
in the
he's
toilet,
blocked it,
go on.
He's banged a big shit, and he's been handed a walking stick.
Yeah, come on. What's
Walking aid,
happened?
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
Through the toilet window via the garden, right? And I chopped it up. Was there in there ages. So by chopped it up, he means like not chopped up the cane. He's like jabbing it, chopping it all up in there.
Smooshed it.
With the walking stick, right? That's probably her dad's. Later that week, we were in the garden and an old man was using the cane to grow tomatoes up. He said they were growing better than usual. I never ate any tomatoes that were offered to me in that household.
Neither would I.
Now, that's awkward because...
That is cringy.
I mean, it was good for the environment, but...
No, do you know what? It would have been more cringy if he got caught.
It would have been,
I was going to say, I agree.
If the toilet
Also,
backed up.
why didn't he use the toilet brush?
No, but you don't... Maybe they didn't have a toilet brush. You're assuming they have a toilet brush.
I just assume everyone has a toilet brush.
You're assuming they just had one. I'm sure there was another one in there. Someone said, no, must not have been. Must have been just two. Yeah, so, but that's what I mean. Like, if he got caught, like, and he come in and it's like super blocked, and someone goes in there, like when he blocked up your toilet, or was it you blocked up? Who blocked up whose toilet? You blocked up his toilet. Yeah, and then like Jason's missus at the time was like, "Who's blocked up the toilet?" And Damon's there like, "Oh."
I was just there, like.
And it was like flooded.
I was feet up. I was like, "Yep, here we go."
Flooded, and it was so awkward. That's like awkward.
It was.
That is awkward.
That is,
I would say
I
would say cringe worthy was me was last week with the old that Stephen Hawking's video. The thing going off loud in the...
Yeah. You can't use that though, because we talked about that last week. Right? We've got loads, right? Here's my one. So this is what happened to me.
We've got loads.
At the time, I completely offended a blind woman. Completely upset a blind woman, right? So me and Jase, we used to do a radio show, yeah? Now, we used to...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember this now.
We had a radio show. And one of the segments of this radio show was Guess the Impression. Now, each week, we only ever did one impression. That was Morgan Freeman. Right? So, what we used to do is we used to do a changeover, right? Where the show afterwards would come on towards the end of our show to promote their show that was on after. So, this woman who was blind, right? She came on and we'd done Guess the Impression with her. Like, all right, go on, guess the impression. So, we do Morgan Freeman. By the time we got there, they were gone. Like,
by the time they were there, they were gone.
They were gone. Right, we're doing that, yeah. And she's like, so I'm doing the impression to her. By the time they got there, they were gone. Like she's like, I went, Morgan Freeman, and she goes, I don't know who that is. I went, you don't know who Morgan Freeman is?
Yeah.
Haven't you seen Shawshank
Can I
Redemption?
just say, right? Can I just say?
No, you've
Dan went, you don't know Morgan Freeman? Like, really, like, disgusted.
I went, yeah. I was just disgusted. I went, you don't know Morgan Freeman? I said, haven't you seen Shawshank Redemption? And she goes, I don't watch films. And I was like, sighed.
It was just like, I couldn't believe, I was just like...
Just silence.
I felt the cringiness for you.
It was like, oh, what do you do after that? What do you do? She was like, because she was like, wait a minute, I don't watch films. I was like, watch? I was like, of course not. And she was so pissed. She was so angry. She was like, she was like,
you know, I would have actually used the fact that this lady was, like without sight, and I would have left the room.
They've got improved hearing. I can hear you running away.
I can hear you running away.
Like that one. But it's like, you don't think, do you? Like, you don't think, oh, shit, well, she don't know who Morgan Freeman is. Like, come on, in my defence, let's defend me for a second. What?
No.
No, that's not going to
Just
happen.
because you're blind, don't mean you don't know who Morgan Freeman is. You know what I mean? Like, he's Morgan. You could still listen to the films and have audio description. So yeah, that was awkward. Bloody hell. That was one element. Right. What about you, lads?
Well,
Go on.
me first. Okay. Right. So this cringe-worthy moment of mine was only just reminded to me by Daniel. I think it's you know the human instinct where it's like you forget the times that like you're like, I don't want to remember that. Please forget it.
When you have friends like me and Jase to remind you of it regularly.
Every damn day. So
Never let you forget.
So I was immensely drunk. I mean, there was quite a few years ago.
Yeah,
quite a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, well, we started off at his brother's flat.
Yeah.
Right? We got on it. He was wrecked from the moment we left.
I don't know how much I drank or what I was drinking to actually end up like that.
This was the pre-drinks. You know, when you have a couple, you get a bit nice, get a bit mellow, and you go on.
Not me.
He was
Not
wasted.
Me. I was wrecked.
So yeah, we get into the cab, right? Because I'm not going to try to do the specifics, but we get into the cab.
And
he starts like really abusing the cab driver, who is his brother's mate.
Yeah, like we're all friends, and I abuse everyone. Like I abuse these guys.
Yeah.
But I was on a different level.
He
was
was
just like
making fun of he was wearing a hat basically, just a woolly hat or something like. He's like, "What's that fucking hat you're wearing? What are you wearing a hat for? What the fuck are you doing?" Like really abusing him.
Like really abusing people.
Yeah, like just making fun of his hat. Yeah. Like aggressively,
Like,
and then his brother's
aggressively.
going, okay.
Yeah, he's like
okay.
So we
goes,
was
no.
I was unconsoled. Like you couldn't.
It was his brother was going, all right, leave him alone, leave him
calm
alone.
down.
He was
And
going,
I was like,
no.
nah, none of that.
What's that? And he was the cab driver was just like,
Cab driver was like, Jesus Christ, Daniel, leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
yeah.
Let me drive you here.
We was going to Wheelers in Stratford, weren't we?
Oh, product placement.
I don't know if that's open anymore, is it?
I don't know. So we got to the place. And I don't know, by some miracle I got in.
Right,
Right. Drinking more.
Of course.
And who was it who was on the machine?
What, the fruit machine?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who was on it?
Some
David. Remember David?
yeah, I know. I think it was my brother. He's actually gambling on a fruit machine. So gambling on this fruit machine.
Wait, I think we should point out something before the fruit machine. So, I remember that there before we get to the fruit machine. So it was in there and I was obviously playing some reggae music. We're by the bar. And I'm standing there and I'm standing laying at the bar, all cool like, as you do. Cleaning up, cash. And anyway, I looked to my left and I see Damien go, does this Ooh, does.
See, I don't know how serious to take this because I mean Dan accentuates everything. He exaggerates everything.
Honestly, I'm doing it out of suit in my head.
That's like climbing a rope or something.
That's what you were doing.
Right, so I was climbing a rope. I was climbing an imaginary rope. And David...
No, he was like that. Yeah, guys.
Sounds molesting myself.
Pretty much.
So, I was molesting myself in the middle of this place, in the middle of this club. And my brother was on the fruit machine, gambling. And I promise you, I mean, as much as I can recall, okay, I leaned on this fruit machine with my fist.
Leaned on it.
That's in my head. That's what happened.
No, we turned around. It was like he smashed it. And was like, what the fuck has he done that for?
No, look. I just genuinely remember just leaning on it with my fist. Leaning.
Oh yeah, Incredible Hulk over here. They know his own strength. He was
Incredible bulk.
You was. It is. He was right that night. He was Incredible Sulk.
I was
Incredible
Phil Mitchell.
You was. This is
right.
So you was genuinely. I remember you was genuinely angry with that fruit machine. You was angry at it. I remember that. And you was so angry at it. And then the barman was like, "What's your mate doing? You gonna get him out? What's he doing?" Like, and was like, "Look around." I was like, "Oh, what's he done that for?" And then
I leaned on it.
Naturally, solidarity. He got kicked out, so we all left with him.
I leaned on it.
Yeah.
I leaned on it, and I mean, really, I should have took them to court because I had cuts all over my hand.
Yeah, exactly. You should have sued him.
So I mean, that was, Judge. No, we don't do product placement.
Judge Reinhardt. Reinhardt.
Judge Reinhardt. So this fruit machine broke under the pressure of me leaning on it. And I was immensely distraught being removed from this establishment. So with that, after a few minutes arguing with the door staff, who shout out to door staff, it's a tough enough job without people like me. So in the end, we get another taxi back. It was a different man.
Whoa! Something happened before the taxi.
No, the taxi pulls up first, doesn't he?
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was the more sober one.
So what happened first?
Alright. So we were outside of the club, right?
So didn't the taxi pull up first, and everyone was waiting in a taxi for me?
No. We was all standing round. I think the taxi might have been ordered. I think the taxi was ordered, and we're all standing around outside the club, basically. Chatting. His brother's like obviously upset that he's got us kicked out of the club, and he's like trying to tell him off, and he's like, Damien's just not having it. He's like, you little shit.
I wasn't having it.
You little shit. I've had enough of your shit. Giving it to him, right? And then Damien's like, do you know what? After every, I've had enough of you.
There was a lot of tension. I think. My brother in his younger days was a pain in the ass, and it was underlying. I was like, it's bubbling up. I was just like,
yeah. Because he was
pissing me off.
Yeah, he was proper talking down to you at the time, like proper talking down to you.
Yeah.
Like, and he's the older brother, and so he decides, you know what? I'm not gonna take this anymore.
I thought I'm gonna clump him.
I'm gonna clump him, right? he locks that fist up.
I thought, right, look,
he gets it ready.
I'm gonna clump him. I am.
So he's like,
and in my head, this played out so well. Okay.
Don't tell us how it was gonna look like.
In my head,
what was gonna happen?
In my head, I was gonna pop him on his chin.
Right.
Yeah. He's gonna fall over, and I was gonna say, "Come on, Dave, let's get in the cab." Yeah. Go back and relax. So. By the way, look, just quickly, Jason, Jason wasn't with us on that night.
He was supposed to.
But I tell you what, Daniel. I regret this never being there, but Daniel explained it so well. Right, it's the best story ever.
He was supposed to come out, and he was like, I can't remember why.
So after it played out in my head, and I was like, I can do this.
You can do it, baby.
So I thought, right, pop him on the chin, in the cab, let's go, relax. That's not the way it happened. Yeah. So, Daniel compared me to Phil Mitchell, because Phil Mitchell tried to throw a punch at someone or something.
And landed the face first in the cake.
So,
can you get that clip? I'll put it in there.
Put a clip.
Right, so...
And then I'll get Ginger John on there to put his face on it.
So, I've swung for my brother, and I'm like, right, this is really going to hurt. This is really going to hurt. And I was just like, whoa. I ended up doing a somersault. I hit the deck a little bit.
He's like, right. He was like, He tells it better than I do. Now you're in for it, Dave. Because I was thinking, I was worried for his brother. I was thinking, shit, he's gonna.
This is it, yeah.
He's gonna beat the shit out of him. I was thinking, this was Damien. He's obviously his older brother and that. So he's like, yeah, and he throws the punch, and David just goes, and he goes, fucking
Can you please put that clip in? As Phil falling into the cake, because it's literally...
What he does next, right, after rolling on the floor, right, I was thinking, shit, he's humiliated, now he's going to get up and just flip. He gets up and he fucking legs
I ran away. I was like, oh my god, the embarrassment was too much.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, there's other stuff, but that's...
Look, guys, there's many, many more stories that we are going to absolutely regale you with, but...
That's my favourite.
This is the cringe-worthy moment episode, so...
I think that maybe tops us all. That is cringe. It's just the way you ran away,
it depends on what Jason's got. What does Jason have?
I mean... Jase?
What's
Jase?
that?
Go on, you must.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to...
cringeworthy.
I've got a few. I remember one time, us three was at my ex's. We was at the flat, and we was making a bit of noise and that. I had a little kid and that, so it was like 2:00 in the morning or something. And what was it? We was making a bit of noise, and then my ex comes out, get the fuck out, screaming at me, you, and Daniel. And that was like, whoa, I was like really cringeworthy. That was like so embarrassing and stuff like that. There was another time as well when me,
No, you forgot.
Daniel
There's
and
one
James.
thing you forgot about that was when she got your trousers, and she threw your trousers at you.
Oh no, because I said, oh, I need my work clothes. I said, so she kicked us out of the house, right? She kicked us out of the house, and I knocked on the door, and I go, I need my work clothes. So the door opens, and just a bunch of clothes just froze out on the doorstep.
These trousers went poof, like a parachute.
They opened up like a parachute.
And it was like...
Because of Jason's size, they absorbed the air and they just like expanded.
Yeah.
It was like...
And gently fell to the earth.
But basically, she regularly humiliated him in front of his friends, right? Right. The other time with the baby there, right? It was us three was round there, right? And Jason was pissing her off. So anyway, she was going to the shop. This was so awkward. She says to me and Damien, "Don't let him touch my child. If I come back and he's touching that kid, you two are out." Right? And he's going...
He's like, you know, like a...
And we're like thinking, we obviously didn't do, but we're supposed to go, "Oi!
Don't touch your child."
What kind of position is that to put us in? Like we're supposed to be like, "No, don't touch," and we just like was like, we can't.
I mean, it'd be a different story if like Jason was dangling the baby out the window or something. But
I'll tell you another cringe-worthy moment for Jase. This is a good one.
Oh God.
And
look, you know he tells stories better than everyone else.
He does.
We stayed over my uncle's. Went to my uncle's. My uncle's got a pub, the Checkers in Hutton. If you're around there, Shenfield Way, check it out. Brentwoody. Right, you've been there. Brentwoody Way, Brentwood. Right. Anyway, so we went down there. Right, got on it. Great times there. Great times. We was getting right on it, weren't we, Jase? Right. So anyway, we get on it. You know, go to bed the next day. Jason wakes up and he can't find his jeans. He's lost these jeans. He's lost these jeans.
Was I there or was I not there?
No, you wasn't there for this one.
Was it? Oh, okay.
But he couldn't find his jeans anywhere. Everyone's like, "How the hell do you lose a pair of jeans?" Looking everywhere. No jeans. Like, well, we've got to go back. We've got to get back down to London, like back to our way. Get on the train and that. He ain't got no fucking... Ain't got no jeans.
Got no jeans.
He's
Got
got
no trousers. Boxers.
Right? All I've got, right, and so just so happened, for some reason, I had these small pair of West Ham shorts. These old school Dr. Martens, the navy kit, away kit, right, from like back when I was when I was a kid. And
you can put a picture of them up.
I'm gonna, yeah.
And,
I think I've got the picture of Jase wearing them actually.
Have you?
Yeah,
we go.
somewhere. I'll dig that out. Anyway, all I've got are these. It's a cold day. It's a very cold day. I think it's like February.
In Brentwoody.
So I give him these jeans, these shorts. I said, "That's all I've got." So he's got his big winter coat on, his socks, he's fucking, and these shorts on, right? We've got a long walk back to the station, right? And even in the station, on the way to the station, everyone's going like this. They're going.
Doing a double take.
These are tight.
These shorts are like that small. They're like that really.
Fucking hell, mate.
But you know what though, right? That's not the most cringe.
No, that's not it.
No, I'm going to tell you now what the most cringe is. He don't even sound that bad, but it's so bad.
Joe, I'll get you to a point and then I'll let you hit the punchline. Yeah. So anyway, we get to Shenfield Station.
Was that the same day?
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was. I'm telling you, it was.
Nah, it wasn't the same one.
No, it was. It was. I'm telling you, it definitely was. I remember it.
couldn't have been. Nah.
I've got the memory, right? It was, right, we get on the train anyway. Right, and we're hung. It was.
Oh, do you want me?
Right,
do you want me
You
to-
tell it, just tell it.
Alright, so-
We can't just say it was.
So
because
I'm in my shorts, right? I'm not sure this is
It
was the same
definitely
though, but it might have been anyway. So I was in my shorts, right? Then me and Daniel had this brilliant idea, right? This was 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? We had this brilliant idea, right, to play music out loud, but not the type of music you think we would be playing. We was playing Phil Collins out loud on the phone. 2 Hearts, right? So we was playing it non-stop throughout the whole.
Down the street.
No,
we was
but
just playing it out loud,
ironic.
and then like we was enjoying ourselves, having a laugh and that. And then Daniel gets off the train, right, and Daniel goes, "Oh, you got to keep on playing it." I go, "Yeah, I will, right." So I keep on playing it, right, and this guy taps me on the shoulder, right, and he goes, "Leave it at, mate. Turn it off. 7 o'clock in the morning." I just turned it off.
It's
I was like,
a
sorry.
little...
I just felt like I felt deflated. I was like, sorry.
Yes.
And I took my phone. It was one of these old-fashioned. I can't remember what phone it was. It was a Nokia or something. Those Nokia when they started playing music or something. I just put my head down, turned it off, and I swear to God, I could not look at that guy. I just felt the cringiness of that. Even now, when I talk about it, it just makes me cringe. I didn't care. I was in shorts, right?
No,
I cared more about being told to leave it out, mate, at 7 o'clock. It's like,
I would have
leave
said
it
to
out,
the
mate.
fella,
It's 8
look,
o'clock
I've
in the
had a
morning.
rough night, mate. Yeah,
I've
I've had a
lost
rough
my
night.
jeans.
I
I've
couldn't.
had a
I
rough
couldn't.
morning.
I was too embarrassed.
jeans.
It was just so cringy.
It was like for 2 hearts living in.
I just like,
one
oh my
mind.
God. I just like, I couldn't. I'm sure it wasn't the same night though.
It
I know
was because I remember it, and because we were sitting there and was like, let's just play 2 hearts, like. And we but he didn't say anything when I was there. Like he waited till I got off.
He waited till he got, and then he just had enough. He did.
Bullying.
He just had a.
He's
He
like,
had enough.
exactly. He waited till you was on your own,
Singled you out.
and singled you out and went.
I tell you what, that's probably. I don't know why, but the shorts was that not cringeworthy. That was the most cringeworthy.
Yeah, I mean, you felt embarrassed, like, but it's not like you look back on it now and you can like, oh, I remember when I wore shorts. When you look back on that and him going, leave it out, mate. It's
Yeah,
7
he
o'clock
tapped
in
me on the
morning."
shoulder and went, leave it out, mate.
Can you imagine Jase, right, sitting
I
there?
said, fuck off.
Jase is sitting on this train with little tight West Ham shorts, playing 2 hearts.
I must have looked a right
just
natter.
one mind on 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
And I don't know why, right? I listened to Daniel going, you better keep on playing it. Because I think I was having a laugh and enjoying myself, thinking, yeah, I will play this
I
song.
will play this.
And I tell you what, that's the most cringe. I don't know why, but that beats the shorts. That beats the shorts.
That beats it. But that is it. That's the one. Up there in the world. So
It was just like, when he tapped me on the shoulder, that's the worst thing. I had to turn around, right? And when I turned back, I just could not look at him. I was just like, I was actually even thinking, maybe I should get off. I wait till he gets off first. And then I'll get off. I don't care where it is, where I stop at. I would just get off. I could never. If I ever see that guy again, I'm just like.
I'll tell you one other of mine that's even more cringeworthy than the blind thing.
Oh, go on.
Right? I was.
I've got one for you as well, Dan. In it, Damien. We've got one.
We've got
Well,
loads.
listen, can't put them all in one basket. You can't put them all in one basket, right? We've got to save them for other shows, right? I don't know what one it's got. So anyway, I was in Manor
I'm
Park.
intrigued, by the way. I'm intrigued.
So I went to primary school at Manor Park, right? So I'm there in Manor Park, popping on my way to the Londis. I see what looks to be my old teacher from primary school, which was just happened to just. Be
I love
right
this story.
near, right?
I love this story.
It was just there. So I'm thinking, oh look, this man. You know, in your head, you think, is that him? Is that my? That's him. That's Mr. Underwood. That's Mr. Underwood from St. Winifred. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm sure what I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say hello. He should remember me. So I go up to him, right, and I'm like, I'm looking at him for ages. I'm going, and I'm like, I'm gonna say now's the time. I go, you're Mr. Underwood, right? And he goes, no, mate, I'm not. didn't even sound like Mr. Underwood. I went, instead of going, oh. Sorry, mate, my mistake. I went, yeah, you are. You used to teach over there, pointing at the school.
Oh, you pointed at the school. You pointed at the school as well.
You used to teach over there. As if he'd go, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I did used to teach it,
Oh,
didn't
I
I?
remember that.
I am
yeah,
Mr.
You're right. Yeah,
Underwood.
If
you're
it wasn't
right.
for you, I would
You're
have
right.
forgotten that forever.
You know what I loved? You when you explained the story to me, you went. He turned around and went, "Nah, mate, not that. Nah, never worked."
You're talking about. I went, at that point, I was like, oh, sorry. Get away, get away. Like he's gonna go remember. Like he's forgotten. I'm thinking like, wait a minute. He must not remember. If I, he's gonna go.
Excuse me, Mr.
Oh,
Underwood.
that school.
Have you got
That
any
school
ID in your
right
pockets?
there. I
I'll show
remember
you
that
that you're
school
actually
now.
Mr. Underwood. Where's your ID?
Oh, that school. I remember that
What
school
was I-
now. How can I
What was
forget?
I thinking? If someone tells you they're not someone, you know, just, whoa, no, you are. I know you are. Remember, look over there.
Look at that school. Does it not?
He's got a sudden case of amazing. No, because the thing is, I built it up so much in my mind that I built psyched myself up to actually saying hello and like, you know, talking to him. And so when I finally built up the courage to say, "Oh, you're
You
Mr.
weren't willing to
Underwood,"
accept anything other than Mr. Underwood.
No, I've just been spending all this time building myself up to this moment of you being Mr. Underwood. You can't not be Mr. Underwood. It's just how embarrassing. It's that geezer must have thought, what the fuck is this guy on?
Who is this?
Telling me, I know.
Yeah.
Telling me.
There you are.
There you are.
Yeah, you are. Oh, you're right. I am.
I just love that. This,
I'm
Oh,
undercover.
you got me.
because
Oh,
I'm
you've got
thinking,
me.
bloke who looks like Mr. Underwood, school Mr. Underwood teaches at.
Yeah,
What
he's
the
gotta
fucking
be.
chances? He happens to be right there. So I'm like, look, it's there. That's the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was cringe. That is cringeworthy. That's what you call a cringeworthy. That's
These
cringeworthy stories, by the
ones.
way. That is cringeworthy.
Let us know in the
stories.
comments which is the most cringeworthy of them all, right? Let me know which was the most you think is most easy.
Phil Mitchell's face into cake.
Yeah,
Mr. Underwood,
Short-
who's not
short-
Mr. Underwood, who was Mr. Underwood, who wasn't Mr. Underwood.
yeah.
Or
You forgot him.
Jason,
Jason,
Oh, short,
Schultz
with
and
Phil
Phil
Phil Collins. Leave it out, mate.
yeah. I think for me, Mr. Underwood, that does top the blind
Tap,
one,
tap,
doesn't
tap.
it?
Leave it out, mate.
Leave it out, mate.
Mate, I'd feel cringe.
Leave it out, mate. It's fucking 7 in the morning.
You know the worst thing as well when your mates tell you the story again. They remind you of that story. That is even fucking worse.
That's all we
Because
do.
you feel like,
We remind each
oh,
other
you
of
just
bad
feel like you want
moments
to.
in
You
life.
remember that time?
Listen,
And then your friend has to make sure they
how
tell
many
you
times
in
have you
detail
sat and
again.
questioned your
Even though
friendship?
you know that story, that story, they explain
Every
it in detail.
detail. That's her dude.
Every
Like, you know-
time. You two do that all the time.
You see it
explain
when he
in
was telling that
detail.
story.
all the
his
time.
one.
All the time.
I didn't let him forget any
No,
details. I was like,
no.
whoa, wheel it back, sunshine.
Like I sit there like on the most recent weekend away. You sit there and you're just like, why am I fucking friends with this cunt?
Right? That's
Why am I friends with this cunt? Why am I friends with this cunt?
Yeah.
that's what it's all about, though. You know. Oh my god. So you let us know in the comments which is the most cringeworthy. Might put a poll up actually, and also let us know your cringeworthy moments. Now you've seen the levels. You've seen the levels, yeah, of cringe. Can you top that? Any of these lot? That's there, yeah. That's pretty much.
I mean,
up there.
yeah. I mean, we as we've said, we got many. We listen.
We got a lot
It's
of
fun,
stories.
remember?
We got a
Our
lot of
lives,
stories.
exactly. Our lives are cringe-worthy moments. You know,
Yeah. Interconnected
In-
by just
yeah,
drink,
just-
drink
yeah,
and
drink.
cringe.
drink
And
and
take
cringe.
It seems like we live for
live-
cringe.
we live
don't
for
we?
it.
Every day is cringe.
Yeah, like.
Stitched
Like-
together by a drinking session. Come on, Bumble Clock. Right.
If
Bumper
we
cloth.
missed any of that.
Well, I don't know how much.
But no. Do you know what I wanted? What I wanted to include in this podcast, right? I wanted to tell the story of, is how I met you. Right, we're going to talk about how everyone met. Everyone knows me and Jase with primary school, right? How I met Damien, because it's it's kind of interesting, kind of funny, right?
Yeah, but we know the story. You two met in the job centre.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yes. You go to the job centre.
yes, insert old lady's name here.
How we
Yes.
really met, madam.
How we actually met.
Actually met. Like normal teenagers meet in those days. Right? So anyway, I went to college. Like when I was about 16 years old, I went to college with his brother, right? So I made with his brother. So, but I used to always hear stories about the same thing about this guy, right? I used to hear, my brother, he's built like a brick shit house. He's built like a gym. He goes gym every day. He's fucking built. I was like, built like a brick
Did you
shit
say I
house.
used to go gym?
Yeah, he goes gym every day. He's built like a brick shit house, right? So imagine we're fucking thinking we're meeting Mr. Universe, right? That's what I'm thinking. Arnold Schwarzenegger's coming round, like, do you know what I mean? Right? So
I think I've probably been gym 3 times in my life.
Yeah,
Like, you know when you sign up for the gym and you go, I'm gonna make a go of this, and you go you're on the treadmill a bit and then you leave and then you're like, I've done enough. I've done enough, and then that's it. You let 3 months go by and go, I'm gonna go back. But no, you're just paying for a subscription you're not using.
right.
Jason knows.
So for months he's building him up to be this Herculean, you know, impressive
Goddess.
specimen of a man. Goddess, did you say?
Yeah.
Goddess. It's Greek goddess.
Greek mythological god.
Shit house, you know what it means? He's fucking... Anyway, so for months he's building this up, right? So I'm thinking, like, I've got this image in my head, you know, and it's big fucking 6'5" jacked up geezer, right? So anyway, I finally...
Rather disappointingly.
Yeah. So...
I tell
he turns up. So we were outside with Stratford, you know, where we always used to hang out. We're in Stratford near my place, and he comes and meets a couple of other guys, and we meet up with him. And I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah, that's my brother. And I went, and so I'm sitting this...
Where's the rest of him?
So, yeah, I was saying, what? So he's about the same height as me, right? You know, he wasn't like fat or anything. He was just like normal, basically, with a fucking long hair with an Alice band, right?
Wait, who didn't wear an Alice band back in those days?
Yeah, it was like, imagine. I'm trying to demonstrate on me with completely no, but like, no, right? So imagine like long hair down like that with an Alice band.
I used to have pretty long hair.
He had long hair, like he was clean shaven back then, no big beard.
So I've just basically swapped it around.
So yeah, I remember just seeing him like, wait, that must be his sister, right? Where's his brother?
What, oh.
Oh.
So I thought, sorry, you was pointing at screens. I was like, what's happening?
Well, no, but I was just like, I don't know what he was thinking when he described him. Like, it was just like so disappointing, right? And and he owned a record label apparently as well. That was everyone top.
Wait. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. He owned a record label.
He
I owned a record label.
My brother, Brick Shit House, his name is Top Dollar, he is.
Oh, Brick Shit House owns.
If you
What is
want-
it? Top Dollar Records. Hold on a sec. I remember the story that you had nicknames on your
Right,
famous
we're
wall
not-
of justice.
We've not got through the whole this story. We'll get to the wall in a bit, right? So anyway, we met. Anyway, so why didn't we? We was like whatever.
We-
Like I was
was-
sort of hanging back, cool. So we didn't really converse at that.
Cool.
Right? We didn't really converse, right?
Right.
So,
If anyone could describe Daniel as cool, please put it in the comments.
yeah, a lot of people would. Right? Oh yeah. All right.
I'm gonna go in there and say cool.
All right, Alice band. Right?
Alice, everyone was wearing Alice bands.
Yeah, every girl was wearing Alice bands.
Listen, did you just assume gender?
Hey, listen,
Come on, Jason, sort him out.
This is 2005. It was okay back then,
Oh,
right? So
what, there was no lightnings.
no lightnings,
No.
no nothing, no. Right. So anyway, the second time I met him, when I conversed with him, he came to the college to meet his brother. His brother didn't turn up or whatever. So anyway, we was waiting for him. So we was outside. He was leaning on the rail, trying to look cool.
Leaning.
Right. Imagine this
Talk
is a
about that
mobile phone. Where's your phone? You got your phone? Is your phone to hand?
Wait.
I thought I really need to demonstrate. This is important.
Right.
Right. So imagine the shitty phones they had back in 2005.
We're not advertising iPhones or
Whatever
Samsungs
shitty phone he had in 2000, was it Sony or was it Motorola, whatever. So anyway, he's leaning there. He used to do this thing like he was like
to flip my phone.
flip his phone around, yeah. So he was hanging.
I didn't
there.
have a flip phone, so I used to flip it.
I just think like, oh wow, this brother. Anyway, we're sitting there and he's like, you know when you like the only thing you know that you have in common is this other person. So all we're going is, where is he? Like, what's he like, eh? What's he
like?
What's
he like? Jesus.
Okay, so for ages, it's so awkward. Like, we're just talking to him like, yeah, and we're just talking about his brother, and he's just there like, and I can't remember what happened. I think his brother finally came along, and it was awkward then, and it was like, oh, so we didn't really have much talk. And then after a while, he moved in with his brother above Dixie. That's why his brother's called Dixie. And then we started playing Warriors, and we bonded through the game Warriors.
We did. I mean, it's something that needs to be re-released.
Definitely, absolutely. We might be playing that on the channel.
Yeah,
I was about to say, yeah, you two should play that again as a.
But we listen. Try and configure those buttons.
Yeah, we tried. It was a mess.
We tried last week. It was, Jesus.
Oh, you don't want to. I wish we could have streamed that. But there was I ended up getting him evicted from that flat as well, didn't I? I ended up getting you evicted. From
a little bit, yeah.
I kind of got him, made him homeless. Well.
So,
I was there, right, because I went round, I remember we was playing Warriors one day, and I come out, I see I don't know if it was a rat or a mouse, go along the floor, and I'm a bit, oh, shit. So I'm like, you didn't see that, and I was like,
but he lived in Manor Park, where rats and mice are rife. Like, rife or rife?
Yeah, I think rife, yeah. So I'm pretending not to, so I'm like, oh. So I'm just playing, and I was like so, someone else, I passed the controller anyway. So I'm sitting there. For some reason, there was chalk by his windowsill. Like I said, they lived above a Dixie Chicken in Manor Park, right? So I'm there.
No product placement.
No product placements, but listen, well, you know, like now, in fact, it's the opposite of a product placement. So I'm sitting there hanging out the window, as you do, like with the sign is there, Dixie sign. That's why his brother's called Dixie. Which he hates.
And I'm just Stab Boy.
That's why, yeah. So when we say he was Stab Boy to Dixie, David was Dixie to him. So, Stab Boy and Dixie. Right? So anyway, I'm sitting on the window and I'm still angry about it. What kind of food establishment is this? How dare they have pests about that? I was like, angry. I was like, because I'd eaten there. And I see this chalk there. I'm hanging there and I go, do you know what? On the sign, alright, within chalk, food poisoning, right? a few days later, right? Yeah, we've been evicted.
You got us evicted.
They saw what you wrote. To be fair, they was quite good sports about it. To be fair,
I was just about to say, like, they just went, yeah, we got evicted.
You got us, Dan. You got us.
You like?
Hey, what do you like,
What do you like, you?
So wait. Was it really big that people could see it?
No, I didn't write it in that big
tiny.
letters.
Like, in all fairness, like he wrote it it was tiny.
I don't know how you fucking saw it. It's like, no, you must have... He'd have to, like, get his binoculars out or something.
You can climb up on a ladder. Does that say what?
Yeah. So for some, he was like... So he just evicted them. And I was like, oh, no. Like, I was like, obviously I felt a bit bad, but I felt like, well, you bastard. They went to a little slightly nicer for that, after that.
I can't remember what it was.
It was Stopford Road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's fair enough, isn't it? Like, it's one of them things, but... Yeah, that was, but yeah, so it was through that flat at Warriors, we bonded, became mates. I remember when I went to his place, right, once. Oh my gosh. I remember going a late night session of Warriors, got the bus back home, and then ended up forgetting my keys. My keys must have fell out of my pocket onto his settee, right? So I ring him, tell him I'm coming, right? So I ended up walking. I was living in Chad Relief at the time. Walking from Chad Relief back to Manor Park. Walked all the way, unless I walked most of the way, and then I got the 86 finally came. So anyway, I'm walking through Seven Kings. I remember these traveller gentlemen, right, came in their back clapped out motor, right, and they did the old, where you going to? Where you going to yourself? right? And I was like pretending to be police basically, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going back to my mates, like. And anyway, they go, oh, pull over here, like. And I'm like, at first, like, I've been so used to being stop and search, like, at that point.
I mean, it was when they just bought in the stop and search.
Yeah, it was big, so I was used to. They do the patter. Where you going?
Wait, what's wrong with your eyebrows over there? Right, is everyone looking at his eyebrows? Rewind the video a little bit.
What are you doing?
He's just sitting there like woo,
spacing out. So anyway,
that H2O you drinking?
So anyway, yeah, they're like in their house, right? So I'm tired as fuck. I've been trying to brainsmith my own flat. It's fucking like 4 o'clock in the morning or something. So I'm walking back. So anyway, they're giving it all the right patter anyway that I've heard from police in their traveller accents. So anyway, like come pull over here, like pull over, right? So I'm like you know, up against searcher basically. And as they're doing a bit of that, right? I'm looking at them. I'm thinking, fucking clap tap motor, traveller accent, tracky bottoms. This ain't right. Hello. Alright, no. This is lounging bottoms for homeware. I don't. Oh shit! I fucked it. I mouse. Right, so I don't go out in it. Yeah, so they're wearing like little sports tops and tracksuit bottoms, dodgy haircuts. They, you know, they look like they were like late 20s. Anyway, giving it all this, and I'm like, something's not right here. Nah, mate. And they're trying to, and I'm like, nah, I just walk off. And they're like, hey, you come back here. And they're like, fucking get in their car. And they're like, ugh. And I'm like, just ignoring them. And I'm thinking, fuck you, that was a close call. That's how they obviously, like, as a tactic to, like, oh, we'll take your phone, like, mug you. Luckily, like, my senses kicked in at the right moment. I thought, fucking, no, does not compute.
I mean, for someone who doesn't have common sense, I mean, that was lucky.
No, I'm so I was clued on. So I went back to he's got the fucking keys, and then he got heart, mate. But yeah, that's something that nearly happened. So obviously, we became fast friends.
Indeed.
Yeah, obviously, you know. But yeah, so we're gonna have loads of stuff coming out. We'll do some gaming stuff. We're gonna do all sorts of stuff, aren't we, Jase? We need to get you back in. We need to get you in the vicinity, in the same room, don't we?
Definitely.
With a better camera.
Yeah.
And what's next week's topics gonna be about?
Well, we've got more stories to tell, more rants to have, more stuff. We need to bring back. I don't know. Let us know what you thought. If you like the quiz.
Hello, Damo. Are you in this podcast, by the way, or what?
He just decided to get more drink.
He's pissed off.
He's just pissed off. He's there in his shorts. He's Slazenger. And he's worn the wrong colour t-shirt to the podcast. Right.
Oh, why don't you,
Bloke Station. Hey.
Bloke Station.
Call us now.
Subscribe here.
If that's not worth a subscribe, I don't know what is. That's a good advert for
It's
Bloke Station.
It's not.
Bloke Station.
Call us now. $10.99 a minute.
He's waited to hear your dirty stories.
That could be. Why is that not a thing?
What, bloke stories?
No, I mean, like, we should do it. We should just make loads of money.
What, bloke station?
But we could just,
I think we should.
We could tell our banter stories, couldn't we? Like, here are cringe-worthy stories.
And then you get a pervert guy going, go on,
Something
tell
that
us
we
more.
give you every
Tell
week.
us more some cringy stories.
I was once on the train in West Ham shorts listening to Bill Collins.
Oh, tell us more. Tell us more.
Yeah, anyway, so, yeah, next week,
Slav.
Slavomir.
Slav,
his name, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Slav.
We got
Shout
to
out to
mention
Ginger
him
John.
last
Shout
week.
out to whoever.
Yeah, right. We've got to mention, he obviously commented, he obviously said you was a great addition to the channel.
Slav.
He's a great guy, Slav. We love him. He watches all the stuff.
Slav's the man.
He's a top guy. You still haven't met him in person, Joe. You got to meet him when he comes down. He's one of the fucking nicest guys you'll ever meet. Comes all the way down from Slovakia. It's Slovakia. I hope it's Slovakia. It's Slovakia.
Oh, he comes all the way down for Dan and Jase.
Yeah,
And
he
Damo.
does. He comes all the way down to watch you live. He's right behind the camera. Right stuff, mate. Hello.
Jason's taking his green screen down and it just left.
What is that all?
Slav's there going, ooh.
But no, Slav is a top guy. He's a top guy. And he said Damien was a great addition. Damo was a great addition to the channel. And
I mean, if
I agree.
yeah, no, if I wasn't, I'm sure
Yeah, he's only had positive comments.
Seasoned viewers like Slav would.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. I was wondering. You don't know what people are going to say. You think, people are going to say, get him out.
He's the missing piece. He's the missing piece for this channel. He's the missing piece.
Missing piece.
Missing piece.
Yeah.
It works now.
So
it works.
We're trying to think of a name. If you can help us think of a name, please do. We're going to have more content, lots of stuff. We need to get Jase down here because he's an antisocial bastard. He makes an effort for no one. Even though I went to his crappy... I'll talk about next week. Remind me to talk about his crappy play.
Remind me, cause
how dare you?
Listen,
I thought that was really good. I thought you enjoyed that.
Put clips in.
We'll put the clips in.
Right.
Okay.
How dare you?
Anyone
I
under the
enjoyed
age
that.
of 18, you don't want to see Jason in boxes. Okay. So.
How dare you? I thought you enjoyed that.
What are you talking about? Look, you took all of his alcohol.
Yeah.
Look, I mean,
Right.
that's content. That's content for next week.
I need to write this down.
Content for next week.
This
okay?
is another sort of this is another one.
It's a whole different kettle of fish.
We're going to go on. Of course, we're going to have a chat. So thank you so much. Leave your comments below. Leave all your comments. Share the video. Just get subscribers up, mate. We want 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's our goal.
Begging. Right. So, guys,
Thank
you very much for watching.
You can tell he's new to YouTube.
I
He's all
am.
begging. Please subscribe.
Alright, so no, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Dan appreciates it, and Jase appreciates it. I mean, we do it for you guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks for that, Dan.
You are welcome.
We do this for kindness of our hearts. But
yeah.
Jase, any last words?
Shout out to Cringe-worthy Stories.
And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
See you, and we'll see you next Tuesday. And